So hi guys, I'm building for like 1.5 year a carryall like to be with a 3-point hitch. Fuck, that's sometimes I'm struggling with words. Anyway, so yeah, I'm building it. It's taking me 1.5 years, like those projects that it doesn't have a priority, and when it rains I cannot weld, when it rains or freezes I cannot paint, or I don't have a certain piece of steel, like there's always something. Anyway, this is the exact same width as the tractor. So I was thinking for a while, like, should I build a carryall or should I build like one that can tip, like it can dump dirt, but then you have to build it quite strong, and you have to put here like here something stronger that can hit the dirt and you can push it in. And yeah, I was for a long time thinking, do I build that or do I build this? And the reason I'm building a carryall, like, I can bolt here a chipper on it, like I can drill a hole through the front and then put a 3-point hitch, or I make like a petrol chipper, like that's an option. I can remove the side to put anything on, and the flatbed can carry just more than a bucket on the back. But yeah, like they both have benefits. The main reason is that my tractor has a front end loader, so yeah, a back end loader is maybe bigger and a tractor is much stronger on the back, but you lose a lot of mobility with a back end tractor, like a back end bucket, because the front end loader is like a little bit more a pointy thing that you can point in something that you want to dig, and with this thing you need a lot of space, and I often don't have that in the forest. So I went for a carryall. It's also a little bit easier to build, so yeah, that's a plus. And it's basically a C-frame with another C-frame welded to it, and that's like the main strength. Then this is also a C-frame, and I welded it many times over and over. I'm quite confident that that is quite strong. So yeah, this is the bottom hitch. It's a class 1, I think, for Massey Ferguson 235. And then this one, now vertical, and that's also just a C-frame. So that's the whole structure. All the other things are weaker, because they can be weaker. So this is from a warehouse, the top. It's where you store the pallets on, and it's quite light, and but it's very strong. This is, I don't know, I just had it. I couldn't even recognize what it was. This is just a steel plate that I bought from the Zwan, and here is the other part of it. Then I have welded here, this is an old gas pipe from an apartment renovation, and I can remove this if I want to carry something bigger, and I can put it here. Like, I still have to weld here a plate, I just don't have 2 of them, and then I can take them out, even though like I don't have oil here, so it's a little bit tight. Let me see if I can get it out. Not with you guys. Let me put you on the standard. So let's take it out. So then it's taken out and I can put it, I want to make like a pole here. So if I have like logs, I can just carry them sideways if they're a bit longer. Or I don't know. It's just, it's nice that it's very flexible. That's actually my main point. So what my next steps are, I want to weld there a plate in the middle. So just for this one, I want to have something in the middle that holds back the dirt or whatever I'm carrying, or wood, or I don't know, anything. And I want to make the floor, the bed, and that will be from the planks that I already have them there. So yeah, let's get ready. So I already draw a line, like you have here the line. It's a little bit hard to see, but wow. Okay, and then I will just cut that out. Then after that I will make attachments here for this to attach to the plate. I'm not gonna weld the plate to the frame, then you have to cut really precise, and that is not that easy, and it's gonna take more time. So yeah. So because I got lucky that I'm very skilled in cutting, it fits so well that I'm gonna try to just weld it. It's not gonna be that super pretty because welding with electricity on a 1mm sheet is gonna be tough, and the best is to have an electrode that is the thinnest you can find. Tends to be 1.6mm, and you wanna weld with the negative on the pointy thing. So I'm gonna weld like a little bit, like a centimeter to avoid warping, and then another centimeter, then another centimeter. That's the least idea. I'm afraid I'm just gonna burn through on a couple of places, but if it doesn't work out, I will still do the little brackets, metal brackets everywhere, and it doesn't have to be like super strong, so let's see what happens. Tends to be a theme that I always forget to plug stuff in. I'm gonna start with 45 amps and 2 arc force, whatever that means. Let's see. Only fits with the welding filter, not with the dust. So I've been welding. It's acceptable in my opinion. It's not something that will kill you if it goes wrong. And there's quite a bit of slack inclusion, but this one was a tough one here in the corner. And the reason is because here was a gap. This is, let's say that's 2.5 millimeters. So yeah, this is all welded. Gonna turn it around, then prevent rust and paint. So let's see the other side. Oh, it's still hot. Always surprised how long it stays hot. So now weld this side. It will be easier because there's now a bit of meat to weld against, and that will reduce the heat quicker. The burn through is always where the connection is very thin, like here. Hope you can see that. You can sort of look through. And yeah, so let's do that. Then I'm gonna smash it with a hammer to see if it breaks. If it breaks, I weld it. It's better to do that before you paint it. So that's the plan. So let's weld the other side. I got my safety sandals on. I got inspired by all those videos in India. So I invite you to comment about it in the section, in the comments, like how crazy, how dangerous, how everything. Good luck. Okay, good enough. I will show you. It went much quicker this side. This one is a bit poop. And this one is a bit skinny. And this one is actually quite pretty. So now we'll treat it with something that's a rust converter. And after that I paint it, and then it will be that color. So I was talking about this stuff. I don't know if you can read it. Basically it's oh, my polish is rough, but phosphoric acid and charsec molybdenum. Something, I don't know. And guys, don't use your bare hands. Guys, I mean it, don't use your bare hands. Some people really cannot handle this. I don't know why, but so you can see the color change. It became like metallic, tiny bit whitish, and here I missed a spot, but whatever. So now painting. Just a tip: when you use a paint can, put a piece of plastic in it and put the brush in the can. Then you don't have to clean it. So let's paint. And guys, use gloves. Otherwise you're that guy in the office that cannot wash his hands. Done. So one panel is painted. Both sides now. It's nice. So the next step is to connect the planks. And it's gonna take a while. Like, I have to drill a hole everywhere and then put in like a mushroom bolt. So yeah. That's repetitive and a bit boring, so I will put a nice tune for you again, and then you can just see me work. So I installed it, and that's all fine. It's obvious too high now, but what I discovered is that with this tractor I cannot use the front and the back hydraulics separately. So if the loader goes up, the carryall goes up. So yeah, now I have a great excuse to the wife to tell her that I need money for upgrading the hydraulics. Because here I have 3 options, and I somehow thought that this one was just for the loader, this is for the hitch, the middle one, and this is neutral. But apparently this is neutral, the middle one is the hitch, and the left one is the hitch plus the loader. So it's not separate. So now I have to upgrade my hydraulics. Otherwise, I spent 1.5 years building this and I cannot use it. So, and when I'm upgrading the hydraulics, I think it makes sense to directly put a hydraulic cylinder there so I can tilt it. And then I can still dump. And it's just very handy, hydraulic top link. So yeah, so I'm gonna take it off because I can barely use the tractor like this. I also don't want to drive around with so much weight so high. Like most of Poland is super flat, but there where the pond is, it's actually quite steep. So yeah, just a short update. And I even broke my lights. Like luckily they cost almost nothing and they were already really bad, but yeah. So 2 steps forward, 1 back.